I'm Bill the piano tuner. Thanks for joining me today. Last week we talked about setting key dip. This week we're going to talk about aligning hammers to the strings. We have a Baldwin Grand we're going to be working on. I'm going to set it up so I can remove the action so I can show you how it's done. Now let's take a look at the strings and see what groupings we have. If you take a look down here, in the lower register where you have copper wound strings, the notes that have one string per note are called unichords. The notes that have two strings per note are called bichords or duples. And up here we have plain wire. The groupings that have three strings per note are called trichords. Now let's take a look at the pedals, and we'll talk about the soft pedal, or also known as the shift pedal. Now the pedal all the way to the left is known as a soft pedal. Sometimes it's also called the shift pedal. When you press the soft pedal down, if you take a look up here at the keyboard, when you press it down, it shifts to the right. Now the reason for that we'll talk about now. Now, when you have your wound strings down here in the bass, when you press the soft pedal down or shift pedal down, the unichords always play. When you press the soft pedal down or shift pedal down, the bichords or duples, both strings play all the time. But when you get up here to the trichords, when you push the soft pedal down, what happens is that one of the strings is left to unsound. Only the two strings to the right sound, and the one to the left doesn't sound. Now we're going to show you how to adjust that and check to make sure that when you push the soft pedal down, that one string doesn't play. Now what we're going to do now is check to see that when we push the soft pedal down, it shifts off one string and doesn't play. Now this note here, what we use is a rubber mute. We put it between the right two strings, so only the left string is playing. Now when you push the shift pedal down, it's supposed to shift off of that string so it doesn't play. But it's still playing. So we have to adjust that note. Now, when you remove an action, you got to remember to check to make sure all the hammers are down, because if one of the hammers is up and you pull the action out, you're liable to break the hammer shank. So take a quick look. It's hard to see, but you look to see that all the hammers are down all the way up to the upper treble. Now, when you're pulling an action, you don't want to push down the keys, because you're, again, going to take a chance of breaking the shank off. So what you do is you see these little pins on the end of the action? What you do is you grab them and you pull on them to pull the action out. Sometimes if an action is tight, you can actually use the shift pedal to help pushing it up and down to help you pull the action out. Now, the note that was still playing when you push the soft pedal down was the D. Oh, look, we got a pencil in here. We don't want a pencil in there. Now, where's my screwdriver? Okay, so what you do in that case is this is the D. What you have to do is shift the hammer a little bit to the right so it doesn't play when you push the soft pedal down. So you just loosen the the flange screw, and you just move the hammer over a little bit and then retighten it. Now you push the action back in. And again, check to see if the hammer is still hitting that one key. You hear that it's not playing anymore. And that's how you adjust the hammer to string relationship. Next week, we're going to talk about traveling hammers. Well, thanks a lot for joining me today. I hope you have a great week. I'm off to tune pianos where I'll be perfecting each note one key at a time. Bye-bye.